everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Kevin, and today Ron, Jesse, and I are in the Ocala National Forest. We set out to find an epic campsite that we found on Google Maps, and it turns out we got halfway there. It was quite the adventure, and we could just not make it any further. So that's a bummer. It is 6 p.m. right now, so the sun's going to be setting soon. Now we got to scramble, get on Google Maps, or just drive around until we find a really nice spot to camp. It's Ron with his Tacoma, me with my little Maverick, and then my buddy Jesse on his Harley-Davidson Pan America. And I just was able to drive the Pan America out on these trails right here, and it is quite a powerful adventure bike. So we made it to our backup campsite. I love this part of the forest. Just look at that sunset right behind us. There's no bugs out right now. It is pretty muggy. Like a few days ago, Jillian and I camped with Aaron, and it was like 44 degrees, I think. But tonight it's going to be like almost 70 degrees. It's going to be pretty warm, and that's Florida's bipolar winter for you. So we got Ron's truck, and I was lucky enough to ride the Pan America in from the hard road. It was about 5 miles, and I went down twice. It's just a really heavy motorcycle, and I can't really touch the ground that well, especially I wasn't prepared, wearing tennis shoes and everything. So yeah, it was fun. Luckily I don't think anything on the motorcycle is broken, but we're gonna set up camp and start to cook. So I don't think it matters what time Ron and I decide we're gonna camp. Like, I got off at 7 o'clock this morning, Ron got off at noon, and we're still setting up at dark. It doesn't matter. We could literally wake up at camp and still not set up until nighttime. Like, it really doesn't matter.
I feel like we should have made a TikTok where it's like, oh, isn't this my shit? Every time we say it.
Every time Jillian and I cook out at the house, we've been making those. Oh, really? Oh, sometimes I forget to get all the peppers out. We'll be eating them, and all of a sudden, like. So if you notice a lot of flies flying around, luckily they're just gnats. They're not mosquitoes. Nothing's really biting us or anything, but it is really humid. I think it's just now like 78 degrees, and it's about 8 o'clock at night. But Ron just finished cooking his peppers for us, and they're pretty delicious. Luckily he got most of the seeds out, and I hate spicy things, but it's worth it. On another note, I broke my refrigerator. When I slid the refrigerator out, it got caught on the 12-volt plug and pulled the wires right out of it. So refrigerator's down, but it doesn't really matter. We're gonna cook all our food anyway soon, so we don't really need the refrigerator. Look at all the dead bugs. So tonight I'm gonna cook some chicken. I got my famous Island Teriyaki marinade sauce right here. Goes great with the chicken. I also have some vegetables. We got some broccoli and carrots. And in order to steam this right here, I'm going to add some water to it. So I got my Yakima Road shower. Got a little bit of water. Probably too much water, but we'll be good. It'll still steam.
For whatever you do. Like if you're in jail constantly for trespassing, definitely. I'm so tired of like crazy people that just get arrested for trespassing. And then they come on suicide watch and smear shit on them.
So far it's been a pretty expensive trip. Not only did I break my refrigerator, I also seem to have broken my stove. It just stopped working. I'm not sure if it's the tank connection, the hose, the regulator. I'm not sure which part it is. I've sat here for about 45 minutes trying to figure it out. And then Ron came in with his little portable stove right here, little single burner guy. And we're going to cook the chicken and then the vegetables on this, if we have enough fuel. There's not much fuel left in there, so hopefully we'll have enough. Otherwise, we can cook right there on our nice little fire we got going. But I don't know how well these Sea to Summit pans are going to do on open flame, so I don't think they're really designed for that. I'm really not sure what's wrong with it. Now I have this one going pretty good. This one doesn't work at all. But if I go to turn this valve on, then that one over there cuts down to almost nothing. And then it'll just dwindle down just to nothing. So, I don't know. They were both not working earlier, so I don't know if there's just moisture, water in it or something. But also, if I take this tank and I tap it up and down, the flame increases. Look at that. So, it might be something to do with the tank. It's one of those things where messing with the stove took longer than actually cooking the food. I think I spent almost at least an hour trying to get that thing to work. Still not really working, but we'll save that for another day. Otherwise, you can see the steam coming off the food, hot off the grill. We're gonna sit over here, enjoy all the frogs, alligators, bats, all the noise from the prairie.
Last I heard, he was doing better. But I don't know if that had anything to do with
No sooner do I get done doing the dishes, I go to light the stove one more time to check on it, and this thing is burning perfect. So I don't know what the deal was. I don't know if there was moisture in the hose or something like that. It had to burn off. I don't know what it was, so it's gonna be a mystery. Those are all dead flies from my lights that I had on the truck last night. So camp is all put away, the fire's put out. It's gonna be in the 90s today, so we're gonna head out, go into town, probably get some breakfast somewhere at a little diner, and gonna have some friends come meet us out here in the woods. We're gonna do some trail riding this afternoon since it's gonna be really hot. Jesse's gonna let me ride his bike one more time, so I'm gonna ride it out of the forest, and then we're gonna part ways from there.